Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, da doo-dah day.
Hi there, folks. I'm Dan Hollifield, and it is time for Last Man Standing once again. This is sounding like I should just go ahead and put it up on a poster board and flash it every time that I come on. How are we going to top Stupid O'Clock tonight? Well, we're not interested in topping Stupid O'Clock. We're just going to carry on as we normally do. With me tonight, we got Aunt Donna, we got Rich, and we got the very fleshy Joe Bachman.
Yep.
Had to take the hoodie off the visor, didn't you?
Yeah, I was getting a little claustrophobic.
I can imagine. Anybody that has an aversion to flashing lights, please tune out now before you wind up having a medical emergency.
I was just going to turn off my camera again, but I figured I'd at least start the show with the camera on.
Yeah. Well, we thank you, and you will be here in voice, if not on camera. So.
Well, it's kind of fun because I was being so quiet, and then I freaked Dawn out when I actually spoke.
I'm going to have so much fun with her down in Dalton.
I am so not touching that line.
Hey, Rich, look at my mug. Isn't that nifty?
It's very nice.
I like that.
Heavy too.
Yeah.
Are those just random runes, or are they actually spelling something out?
I'm thinking they're random. I haven't looked them up yet. But my sweet friend Amy Hale saw that, and she said that I had to have it, so she got it for me.
Yes. Now, Emily had asked Joe Dog earlier on Messenger about joining us on Last Man Standing, and I told him, reminder that we are recorded. And then she shows up in Stupid O'Clock, and we are recorded, but she has been having internet difficulties today, so she might not be here.
Yeah, she usually has some problems. She joins us every Friday night as much as she can.
hmm Well, she's more than welcome.
Well, what can I say? She's kind of related to Amy Hale.
Like I said, she's more than welcome.
I love her. I love her.
She's sweet, yes.
I'm glad that she joined the group.
She's got a great sense of humor. She'll fit right in.
Oh, this poor guy's trying to light this torch with a little Bic lighter in these high winds. That is not going to work.
Oh, Joe, I love Trade to Death, but that was a bad pun.
What'd my wife do now?
A post on Facebook. Sword with on the blade printed front towards enemy.
It's a claymore.
Yes, it is.
I know this. I know this stuff.
Sometimes you get in the heat of things and you got to be reminded.
You just get these little rewards. Well, YouTube is not giving me a link to my own show, so I can't make any comments in the comments without having it show up on everything that we're streaming to. So I will just
Actually, Dan, in the comment section on StreamYard, where it says all right there, if you click on that, you should be able to select just your YouTube channel.
The
I
one
have
that says,
never noticed that before.
the one that says join the chat.
Well, for us, it says join the chat, but for the actual admins of the StreamYard account, it defaults to just putting the comments on every page you're streaming to. But if you want to comment to just one specific page, you can click where it says all, and then it'll send it just to that particular page. I think our comments, we don't get the choice. It just sends it to all of them.
There you go.
Hey,
But I'm not-
it works. Thank you, Joe. That's excellent. I had never noticed that button before. It may be new. It may have been sitting there, and I'm just a doofus, which is not outside of the realm of possibilities.
Our back got contractor walking up.
But you are a doofus, Dan.
So scrolling through Facebook, one of my friends that we've known each other since kindergarten. Her post was, "How do you get Scentsy wax off of a cat?" So Scentsy is, if you're not familiar with it, is basically little wax things that you can melt in these that are warmer things and stuff like that. And apparently her cat got too close to the Scentsy, and
Well, I'll tell you right now, microwaving the cat is right out. That's not going to be a good idea.
I hope the kitty's all right, because when my friend's son got it on his bare chest, we had to take him to the ER.
Oh, I've gotten it on my skin before. Being the naturally born clumsy oaf that I am, I managed to spill the wax from the scented candle thing, not only on myself, but the nice 150-year-old countertop that it was sitting on, the chest of the drawers or whatever it was, and took me forever to, but it brought up a really good shine on the countertop. I'm go ahead and
Do the whole thing.
the whole damn thing. Yeah, that brought out the colors really, really well.
Well, I don't know if it matters or not, but this had been on for over 24 hours. On Sunday, They ended up taking me to the ER. We were visiting up in Grand Rapids, and she evidently forgot to unplug it. And then Monday, not listening to me, saying, "No, it's okay, I can see the TV," was trying to move the TV, and he was sitting down on the floor so that he wouldn't be in my line of vision. The pot was on top of the TV, and it fell off and just literally covered his whole bare chest sometime Monday afternoon.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there was a second trip to the Okay.
Oh,
I wonder if my truck will make this turn.
it will if you're driving.
It would if Trey was driving.
This thing corners like it's on rails sometimes.
So my middle child, when Misty and I were still dating, Misty and I went to a wedding, and our middle child, well, her youngest at the time, and soon to be my youngest at that point in time, shortly after we got married. But anyways, went with to the wedding, and there were little votive candle holder things with little votive candles burning on all the tables and stuff like that. So at the end of the night, as we're getting ready to call it a night, Brittany decides to blow up the candle. And she uses the amount of force one would to blow up birthday candles.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Into basically a shot glass filled with hot wax at that point in time. So Misty had to rush her into the bathroom, put cold water on her face, and try to peel the wax off the best that she could. Slightly red, no blisters, no bad burns or anything like that. But it's one of those life lessons. Like, you have to realize how much force you're putting into something, and the fact that something like that, the only way back out is right back at you.
So I made a mistake similar to that one time. It involved one of those buckets of the citronella candles.
Yep.
Yeah, blew straight down into it with the force of blowing out a birthday candle. And the last thing I remember seeing before quickly shutting my eyes was the,
wall of yellow?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I'm sorry I left.
This is why I have candles in my house.
Okay.
Oil lamps are good training for this particular exercise. You just hold your hand across the back of the chimney and go poof, and the flame goes out. That's all you need for some teeny tiny candles, and sometimes for citronella buckets. Either that, or you do the smart thing and get the leaf blower out. You still have to clean up the melted wax splattered everywhere, but you don't get it on you. And how are we going to replace those curtains? I will not know, but take it from me. I don't even own a leaf blower. I was making that up. And this, folks, is why I'm such a good writer. I say something and people will believe that I actually did it.
Well, that's writers for you. We lie for a living.
As long as it's stupid, people will believe I actually did it. Oh, heavens. So, I have been exploring this new monitor that I've got and trying to figure out the best way to utilize it. I am going to have to decide which of the 3 available sets of external powered speakers I will plug into the headphone jack of the monitor, because it doesn't have internal speakers. That way I won't have to change between different sets of these darn things. And here's Dawn. In order to enjoy a seamless transition from one computer to the other. Because right now, if it weren't for the headphones, I'd be using different external speakers that I've got plugged into each computer. So, and I figure plugging one set into the monitor itself probably will do the job nicely. I'll leave another set.
Don's
Somebody-
having troubles.
Well, I thought Joe was going, what idiot did what now?
No, I was trying to get to the next ramp they're working on, and they've got the barricade set up so tight that I'd have to move 16 feet of barricade to get through, so I'm going to drive around to the other side. Hey, I get paid for mileage, so they can send me however far they want.
It's gonna
I figure
leave
this is
tomorrow.
a perfect sign to add,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're going to have
Okay.
to.
especially with this group.
Eventually, you're going to have to upload some of those to StreamYard so we can all use them. Or not StreamYard,
Get
but
that color of in first.
Wait, when I get a chance to get them all colored and stuff like that, yes, I definitely will.
Am I still having issues, or is it worked itself out?
I don't know. You're
I don't
picking
know.
something-
Are you in the ring with Frazier?
Yeah, I was pretending to be. Except for the fact that I'm bright pink orange, I don't know what the hell color I'm not dealing with.
It's an orangey pink.
Yeah. It's October, right?
Creamsicle.
Yeah, there we go. I'm in the spirit.
It's Tequila Sunrise. Great. Now I've got
Yeah.
I've got to make plans for adults now.
Hey, what was all of that?
1 second, guys.
Yep.
Rich said it's a tequila sunrise, and I said, and I just couldn't keep from coming on. Oh, come
Well,
on, Dan.
No. Given your earlier comment, I'm just going. Edit. Not the green room.
But it is last
No, because
name
that would be
standing.
that would be a hashtag if it was.
Yep. There we go. I'm gonna leave that one accessible in the brand section so I can click back and forth as and when it is needed.
It seems to be needed a lot lately.
Hey, after tonight, 2 o'clock, I'm beginning to wonder why people have been going. Last man standing is getting a little bit racy now, and I'm going. You should see what we say to each other when we're not on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second.
That wasn't the place you'd want a hot ash.
Did I miss anything good?
Not even going to formulate that one. That one was edited in situ.
Crap.
I mean, seriously, nobody wants to be kissing your ash goodbye.
Well, not goodbye anyway.
No, and somebody's got an oscillation overthruster. I just watched Buckaroo Banzai again the other night to test out the new monitor, and oh my God, movies are awesome on this thing.
Why should we be serious, Chris? And hi,
Oh, hey.
Gracie.
I thought he was talking about Yahoo Serious. No. Do I have a recording of that movie? I watched it once. Young Einstein, was that it? Splitting
That's one of them.
splitting a beer at him to release awesome amounts of energy. Welcome to the way I fuel my body. Any heavy fuel. Waffle House breakfast is preferred, but I
what
can't
about
wait.
breakfast? Was that Waffle House?
Yep, can't wait.
13 more days.
Scrambled eggs. Can't decide whether I want steak or a pork chop, and definitely grits. Toast.
No.
Lots and lots of coffee.
All right.
I'm probably gonna need lots and lots of What day are we doing breakfast?
Hopefully every day.
Yeah.
Just not at Waffle House.
Well, I'm thinking Sunday probably for breakfast.
It really
I had a couple people
depends.
reach out and ask, and I'm like, because with
It
all
really
the food Saturday, do we really want to eat Saturday breakfast?
You
John was
need
talking about.
something to start the day off, and the hotel only provides like a coffee and Danish, and they have a waffle maker there, but it's not a big deluxe. They don't have a cafeteria basically. They don't have anybody preparing food live for you. You have to do it all yourself.
Yeah.
So
So we're getting all that food on after sandwiches and then the big meal Saturday. Am I cutting out or is Dan coming out?
You're kind of cutting out.
yeah.
I wasn't
course, it
sure if
could
she
be
was
both
cutting
of
out
us.
or if my mobile connection is starting to go, but I'll be back. I'm throwing you guys in my back pocket.
All right.
Well, John mentioned tonight something about a party at Waffle House. I don't know anything about that, but
Hey, whatever John plans. Whether or not it happens, we shall see.
well, it helps if John plans to anybody else who can be there.
Exactly.
Yeah, we will for sure be there Saturday morning. May go back again Sunday morning.
Now there may be one day, probably a Saturday, that Megan might do breakfast. I'm not sure. It's Hallowcon. I'm usually not awake early enough for breakfast to happen, because I usually don't go to bed until breakfast is about to happen.
Okay, Chris.
Hey,
there's also not much room in the Waffle House for a big group.
That's true, but it wouldn't be a huge group. 200-300 of your closest friends. Okay. You just never can tell. Anything can happen. I would say let's wait until we get there and see what the convention schedule actually turns out to be, and then seriously, you can go out for breakfast anytime you want, any day. But as to if something were to happen, if we say Friday morning, unless you're getting there Thursday night, Friday morning's going to be rough for everybody because most folks won't be there till about lunchtime anyway.
We won't be.
Sunday.
Okay, I don't know what time I'm going to be there. I'm deciding with Donna and Carl. I'm just there for the ride.
You'll be there about, well, let's see, divide by faster than light, and
No, Carl's going to be driving most of the way, so.
okay, slower than sound,
Well,
but not much.
we'll be spending Thursday night in Evansville, Indiana, so we'll only be about 4.5 hours away.
Mm-hmm. I've made it a long time practice for if I'm going to a convention, whether I'm on panels or, in the case of Hallowcon, it's the only convention that I'm vending at, and I don't even know why anymore because I don't have any stock to sell. But Lindsay's got stuff she
I was going to
wants
say,
to sell.
Lindsay's got stuff.
Lindsay's got stuff. She's even going to give up one of her corset dresses. It's a beautiful dress. She says she can't fit into it anymore, even with the corset. So, and she'll have another one there that she's not going to give up, but it's on display to show how pretty it is. Other than that, I don't know what she's got planned. I've been trying to get her to give me details so that I could print out a little poster to put behind us, 11 by 17, something like that. And little British lady does not want to make up her mind.
Well, true. I guess we will be running a panel down there, so yeah, need to find out what the schedule is before making a lot of plans.
Mm-hmm.
I will be attending the Oracle on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Don, you need to see.
Oh, you will love that.
I've heard
you will
that
love that.
I've heard that's pretty good. So
Yes, it is. Usually the best plan for conventions is show up early, wing it, go home whenever you have to.
and that's up to them.
Is Zach back?
Zach's back.
I know.
I would have thought after SOC he'd been scared away.
No.
I know.
But then again,
or not like,
he has been in the green room.
and he was very good in the green room. You know,
Yeah. Yes, I do. A lot of those hashtags last week came from him.
Hello, Kiri. So we got several people in there on the chat thingy. Now I'm sounding like the guy that I watch on the Canal Boat videos.
Don't forget to like, guys.
Oh yeah, can't do that on
So we can get
StreamYard,
monetized.
but you can do monetized. In your dreams, woman. I will never be monetized. I can't behave long enough.
Like, share, subscribe. Duct tape your loved ones to a chair, make them watch. Do it all.
Zach, you're in trouble.
Notify your family. Notify your friends' family. Make them watch. Don't notify my family. Don't. No. Mama, I'm sorry. I'm drunk.
Contact your local congressman because it can't be any worse than what they see in Washington every day.
It'd probably be more entertaining. And we can
Watching stuff.
We can actually get our shit together.
Speaking of watching stuff, so last night, past couple nights, I've been taking some files from my 5 terabyte, putting them on my 115 gigabyte flash drive to transfer them over to my 4 terabyte, so I can get some space back so that my 5 terabyte is not completely full. And it's been a very long process. So while I had that going on the one screen, on the other screen, I was watching YouTube videos. And most of the time, I'm watching sovereign citizen things. I'm watching body cam videos, stuff like that. So I'm watching the body cam video. And this drunk young lady keeps calling the cop baby. And she finally is. It's finally to the point where she's being arrested. And basically, they were called out there because two sisters were fighting loudly at 4 a.m. and it was disturbing neighbors. And the cop's just trying to say, just calm down. Just bring your voice down a little bit so you're not yelling. Well, why? I'm not doing anything wrong. You're screaming and it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So finally, they're like, screw it. You're going to jail. And the lady's like, well, if you violate my rights, I'm going to call my mama. She called her mama. The mom told the cop, do what you got to do. Yeah, I don't have bail money. She'll get out when she gets out. You know, not trying to stop her or anything, but, you know. Then they get her in cuffs, and they're trying to...
What?
We have 7 likes from Zach alone.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Rich.
So
we've only got 6 viewers and we got 7 likes. We're doing real good. This alternate time travel stuff.
They're trying to drag her and put her in the cop car, and she's yelling and screaming and fussing, but she's not yelling and screaming and fussing at the cops. She's still yelling, screaming, and fussing and cussing at her sister about, you know, she has intercourse funny, and she's got STDs and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know, I'm watching that interaction. I'm like, I can totally see that being my sisters fighting with each other.
Worst family reunion ever.
As much as my brother and I don't get along, we would never, I don't think, get to that.
I'm really
broke.
lucky.
Now you're broke.
I am really lucky. When my siblings and I get together, the biggest challenge is how can we calm down and not make everybody in the room laugh themselves into a coma? Because Sharon and Timmy and I would give the Marx Brothers a good run for their money.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We crack up each other, but, you know.
Oh, Zach, come on in. You've got the link. You're in the know. I mean, seriously, how bad can it get? Don't answer that.
I never fought a lot with my brothers, maybe because they were so much older than I. I do remember a summer I had my sled out and was sliding down the cave on the grass, and my oldest brother Dale chased me around the room because he was going to take my sled away from me and put it up. And then my other brother David gave me my first and only bloody nose. He didn't mean to. He and his best friend was parked out in front of the house, his best friend's car, and they were looking in the trunk and looking at stuff. And of course, being nosy little sister, I wanted to know why. And I started to go through the ornate wrought iron gate, and Dave made it to the gate just in time to push it shut. Only I was about halfway through it, and it hit me right in the nose. And so I go in the house to get it fixed up, and Mom's like, what happened? And well, Dave gave me a bloody nose. and he got punished, which totally ticked my sister-in-law off because they had been married about 9 months at the time and were living in his old bedroom upstairs, but she thought since he was a married man now, he shouldn't get punished.
You break the laws, you break the not laws. You break the rules of the house, you break the rules of the house.
That's exactly what Mom told her.
I've told my kids, as long as I'm strong enough to put you over a knee, it don't matter where we are. You cut up just wrong, and I'll let your ass up.
Well, my mama was only.
How I wish that attitude was still prevalent these days.
Yeah.
There's so many. I call them kids, but they're much older than children now that have never had any form of discipline whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Even as much of a timeout or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. I blame my generation.
Mm-hmm.
We were the ones that started out, not myself, because I'm too smart for that shit. But we were the ones that started off going, I'm never going to punish my children.
Well, and also, I'm going to be my children's friend. And you can't be friends and parents at the same time.
Yeah, you can.
I'll be their friend, but I'm still going to whop them on the diaper with a good spot when they act up and don't recognize the word no multiple times.
I've got a number of friends that have kicked my ass for doing stupid shit.
You can be friends as long as when it comes time to mete out discipline that you became the parent.
Yeah, and that's the same as a work type relationship as well. You can be friends with your managers and I don't want to say superiors because half the time our superiors really aren't. Those who are in charge of us, and you can be friends with those that you're in charge of, but there's a line.
Mm-hmm.
And while you're on the job, you got to make sure that line doesn't get crossed. And if it does get crossed,
that's going on your permanent record.
The asshole has to come out.
Yep. Well, my mom was my best friend all my life. But that didn't save me any when I did wrong.
My mom was my friend, but I was terrified of that woman.
My mama might have only been 5 foot tall, but she had a saying, they do dynamite up in little packages for a reason.
That would be my mom.
My parents had the Bill Cosby. I
brought you to this world, I can take you out.
Yes, the Bill Cosby perspective. Brought you in this world, I can take you out and make another one looks just like it.
Yep.
Well, see, they didn't have that with me.
I used to get that.
They
got you at Sears.
No, they got me down to 5 and dime. And
but
my dad told me I was worth the whole nickel that they spent.
From what you said about your birth mother, they probably could have.
No, because it would have been a different donor every time, so it wouldn't have been just like me.
No, there's never going to be anything just like you ever again.
I thought you had a couple that were full.
Yeah, the brother that came after me, we shared a father, but out of the 10 of us, us were the only 2 that shared a father. I thought I got around before I got married, but man, that woman.
Now you know where you got it from.
It's that red hair.
Oh yeah.
But that's really how you tell who your true friends are. They'll stand by you, they'll support you, they'll help you out every way that they can. But when everything is said and done, they won't have a problem looking at you and going, "Are you a fucking idiot?"
Mm-hmm.
My buddy Tony and I do that to each other every day at work.
Joe has a wife that does that.
You've got to love somebody enough to be able to tell them
You're being a dumbass.
Yeah.
You gotta care enough.
Yep.
And honestly, every once in a while, I feel just a metaphysical slap upside the head, and I'm like, I just fucked up, and that was Mom telling me something.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
A lot of people got upset at my mom's service, but not really upset. They were extremely shocked because I ended up having to deliver the eulogy. I'm really getting sick of delivering eulogies, but I ended up having to deliver the eulogy for Mom. And at one point in time, I'm like, we don't have a guardian angel, we have a guardian bitch. And everyone's like, oh! And I'm like, no, you people don't understand. My mom wore being a bitch like a badge of honor. You know, it's when we done screwed up and she had to come down on us. And, you know, kids are always, when you're getting punched, will always have that one look like, you asshole, you bitch, whatever, for calling me out of the carpet, for spanking me, for grounding me, you know, whatever. Even if we don't say those words out loud, the look crosses your face. And my mom goes, that's right, I'm a mean old bitch. Not, how dare you? Just, yep, I am. Bring it.
Deal with it. I'm proud to say I never got punished for anything I didn't deserve. And there was a lot of stuff I got away with that I should have gotten punished for.
Oh yeah.
But
when mom was in the home, when Mom was in the
I will say,
home, I told her a lot of stuff that she didn't know about.
Oh, I'm never confessing anything.
I've gotten more. Okay, let me phrase this right. I've gotten my ass kicked for things I didn't do. But I didn't get my ass kicked nearly as much for things that I didn't do as things my parents never found out about. So I think it kind of still averages out where I'm ahead of the game a little bit.
Yeah, it all comes out in the wash.
Yeah.
Well, both of them are gone now, so I don't have to worry about them getting on my ass in this life. Unless someone breaks out a Ouija board, and then I kick their ass.
Just because I want a wood burn one in a QWERTY fashion, so you get somebody newer than the 1800s.
Oh,
God, is that you again?
I keep remembering that Ouija board carpet and going, oh, I hope they don't have a Roomba.
Oh Lord!
Exactly.
You only have to worry about the Roomba when you see it stop on the R and then turn without actually hitting anything and go toward.
Yeah.
No. Now what I want to do is I want to find somebody with one of those carpets, buy them a Roomba that's actually a remote control drone, and mess with them.
You are an evil bastard.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Why he's friends with us.
I was raised right. So one of my friends from grade school and throughout the rest of high school is now an English teacher. The other day, he posted up on Facebook one of his students' assignments. And he's like, would you, as parents, be upset if I gave a student that turned this in no points whatsoever?
Did he rope up everybody?
And I'm looking at the handwriting, and I think... Okay. He asked if, as parents, we'd be upset if, you know, he gave our child 0 points if they turned in something like that and showed a picture of it. The handwriting was so bad, it's not even funny. I was able to make out 2 words out of 2 pages. But I think I accidentally summoned Cthulhu trying to read it. And he was pissed off because, according to the incantation, I promised punch and pie, and there was no punch and pie.
So I was just thinking about the Roomba with the Ouija board carpet again. It sounds like you could use that as an opening to a book, or at least a short story, of the Roomba summoning a demon and starting a demon-angel war.
Go ahead and write it, Joe. I'll publish it.
Damn it, Joe.
Another writer's prompt bites the dust.
Mm-hmm. Guys making notes.
Yeah. I was at a store the other day. I won't say the name, but let's just say that it was right on target, and they had a tea set, like the tray, not the set itself, but the tray, and it was the Ouija board, and I was like, oh, man, part of me really wants to get that. Ted's like, no.
No.
I have always said, one of them things is not coming in my house. Not as long as I'm alive, and hopefully, if you want me to stay peacefully dead, don't bring it in afterwards either.
Now, Nick would probably kick my ass for this.
Uh-oh.
But I'd be willing to suffer the ass kicking just to be able to get this reaction on recording. Get the Ouija board carpet. Put it out in a hotel room that he's going to stay at during a convention. And then again, have cameras set up in the room, and then have the Roomba just doing weird things when he comes in. He'll nope out of there so fast it's not even funny.
And he'll come looking for you because he will know who did it.
If he doesn't see this, no, he might come looking for Joe first.
I'll put a 10 on that.
What do you always say, Dan? I have the most interesting friends.
Yes, I do. I do.
For some reason, I thought I heard my name while I was talking to the contractor, but I'm not sure.
Was that contractor or chiropractor?
Contractor.
Okay, well, either way, somebody's telling you to get bent.
Yes.
Come on, I just want to
Where'd you come up with this stuff? I mean, seriously, I'm a nice boy. And if you believe that, you'll buy this watch.
Yeah, you're nice. That's why you hang out with us.
Oh, Lord.
On the road again.
Be a good person. Good person, and then life happens.
I keep waiting for the flying saucer to abduct Joe.
I couldn't get that lucky.
No, we're not going to use a probe. We just want to talk to you. We've been watching your show.
Please use the probe.
Do you know how many people Intergalactic Anal Probing employs? Sorry, still one of my favorite Kids in the Hall sketches.
Yeah, I just want to see how badly I can freak out an alien.
Basically, just tower above them and go, "You want something, bub?"
Keep going. He's getting ready to set up barricades. Let's go
Are you gonna beat the barricade this time, or you gonna have to drive around?
Oh no! I ain't backing up this ramp. This ramp's huge. But it's also not closed off yet, guys. And we're sitting in the middle of live traffic. Let's move.
Oh, Joey, be good.
So you're working with the lowest common denominator too. Ah,
I cannot wait until Alcohol 30 tomorrow.
I'm not bothering to wait. It's already
You know what?
well past.
There's another sign I need to make right there. It's been a week. That seems to be my my catchphrase anymore.
I've got a good one for people at work. They ask me how's it going. I go, it's been one of those lives, and they understand exactly what I mean.
So I've been talking about the rollout we've been doing where we're moving to a new document management system.
Mhm.
Basically an electronic filing cabinet of sorts. So one of the things that we can do is called an extranet. You hear them sometimes referred to as data rooms and stuff like that. That's basically just taking. All right, look like a robot there. Looks like you're taking documents that are inside our network and putting them in a secure spot outside of our network, so that opposing counsel and clients and stuff like that have a chance to be able to go in and review the documents in that data room. So the way we set all that up and do everything with the new version of that now is very different from the old way. So we had to train on it. Well, we were told last week that we had to put on 2 training sessions this week for that new data room piece that they hadn't given us yet. They hadn't shown us anything yet. Monday, we got our first training on it. But our accounts wouldn't work for us to get in and play with it. I am a kinetic learner, meaning I have to do to get the muscle memory so I can teach.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, Tuesday, and yesterday were all spent working with the network engineers and application engineers to get access to this so I could teach it today. And another one tomorrow. So, yes, it's been one of those weeks. Apparently, I'm the only trainer that doesn't get to say no. All the other trainers, when my manager asks, do you want to teach on this? Do you want to teach on that? Do you want to teach on this? They get to say no. Not me. I get voluntold to do shit.
Yep, you're the last one they ask because they know they can make you do it.
Or you're so good at doing it that they have to have you.
That's what Misty said.
Column A, column B. If anyone can pull miracles out of their ass, it's me.
Been there, done that. We had visitors twice this week. Evidently, I'm very popular with these visiting executives and engineers and whatnot because I make them laugh. Not at anything I do, but because I'm an entertaining well, let's just leave it at person. They don't expect what. Well, let's just say whatever comes out of my mouth is something that none of them ever expect to hear from anybody at any time. And I always manage to make them laugh at least twice during my little, hey, yeah, this is how this works. This is how this works. This is how this works. Hi, I'm Dan. I've been here forever. I'm outstanding in my field, and then one day they built a factory around me, and I've never been able to find my way to the door since. that sort of thing. Um, my supervisor will come to me a day early and go, "We've got visitors tomorrow. Please don't be in the middle of doing something at this particular time so that we can get you to talk to them because they love you." And I'm going is I'm getting some executive somewhere brownie points and I'm not getting nothing out of it.
Chris,
Uh,
Chris is calling you names.
oh, Chris,
Damn it, Dan.
yeah, conversationalist. Uh, there's a specific word for what I am, um, and it may be French, uh, which I don't hold against it. I should, but I don't. Can't remember what the word is right now for love or no money, but it's it's right in there in the middle of my forebrain. I can't drag it out with a hay hook.
So, Dan, what you've just tossed on my need to write list is being trapped at work because the building was a summoning circle.
Damn it! I did it again. All right. No less than 1,000 words in your own time.
I think so, Chris.
Stand up philosopher. Yeah, me and
You're
George
nuts!
Carlin.
NVTS nuts!
Oh yeah, if I'm speaking Latin. Oh Lord. What is the
And
bloody
if
word?
anyone got the reference that I
Now
did,
it's gonna drive me
gonna be the
crazy. I
same.
can't remember the bloody word.
My battery's starting to run low on the phone, and I need to talk to the contractor because, according to the plans, there should have been 3 joints here, and there's only 1. So,
Somebody's
Hey,
gonna
that's
have
still
to share.
illegal in Indiana.
only if you get
Somebody-
caught.
Oh, wrong kind of joint. Never mind.
Hey, it's industry. It's okay. It's
Then I'm
perk.
close enough to Gary. It's fine. Anyway,
Good night, Joey. Be good.
yep, I might see you guys here again in a bit, but I'll talk to
Okay.
you guys later.
Put the
Okay,
phone on charge.
have
If you
fun.
can't be good at it.
All right, see you guys.
Later, brother.
Take pictures so we can laugh at it later.
What is the bloody word? Now it's going to drive me crazy because I use it in normal, well, not normal conversation, but
That's a kind of short drive, isn't it?
More of a brisk walk.
I don't even have to walk fast. I can hopscotch. Scotch.
Scott?
Oh, somebody's interested.
Yeah.
Oh, and now she's taking her hair down so I can purr. That's all right. My wife
Here.
gets the full treatment. Janis Joplin, I want your autograph.
Yeah. There is it. How's this, Dan? Look okay.
Looks wonderful.
I like the face she made, the pose she hit.
I hit a pose.
When you took down your hair and you just made a little pose.
I don't know what I did.
I can tell Carl's not the only one that's going to be watching this tomorrow. Somebody's going to have to grab a clue. Grrr. Oh well, the best way for me to remember the word is try not thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
You can remember in the middle of the night, you'll wake up and you go, mother.
Yeah. Middle of the night, me wake up. You've seen my show, haven't you?
I do that occasionally to Misty. I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll shout out a word. She'll be like, "What? What? Huh? I've been trying to remember this word for 3 freaking weeks, and finally I remember. It's blah blah blah."
Raconteur. That was the word. And suddenly, after all this anticipation, it doesn't seem like much of a word, does it? It basically is a storyteller.
Okay, storyteller.
Mm-hmm. But French, so I have to use an accent.
Wait, have the accent again.
I don't know. This is the best one I've got. It's the one I use every day when I'm in a suit or dressed up and trying to impress people. Like you believe I'm ever going to try and impress people.
You impress us.
Yeah, but I'm not trying.
That's why I said you do it naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Again, why you people they want you to talk to the people at work.
Mm-hmm. Because and I really owe it all to conventions and safety meetings where I have just learned to be entertaining and natural and not sound as if I'm trying to recite something.
There's something in private chat, Dan.
Dare I look? You're
Well,
going to get me in trouble. Like I said, you're going to get me in trouble.
Hey, Chris.
No, he's going to get himself in trouble.
Wouldn't be the
Hey,
first
Chris.
time. Hello.
No,
how's it?
it would not be the first time. Oh, thank
Oh,
God Lindsay wasn't there that year. Oh, I have never been so drunk
Oh
in
God,
my
I wasn't
life.
there either.
Ah,
Joe's never been so drunk in his life.
yeah, I told you to buy a wheelbarrow.
I got one at the house. I just didn't chose not to bring it.
Yeah, well, it
You heard he gets to
turned
have
out
one
to have
glass
been
of wine.
necessary that year, but that'll never happen again
No.
with Joe.
And Carl still has that infamous text that Joe Dog sent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. That was so funny. Oh.
The trouble is, we were all drunk enough at the time we understood what he meant.
Yeah.
So wake up the next day and try and read that. You don't know what he's saying, but that night we knew exactly what he was saying.
Well, it sort of reminded me of that scene where Gabby Johnson was saying all that stuff, and another Johnson from Rock Ridge said, "Not only is it authentic American gibberish."
That's all right. I speak jive.
Yep. And the hilarious thing was Barbara Billingsley was the one that said it.
I know.
The mother of the beaver.
That was probably the most quoted portion of that movie by our drama club. Was that whole part of
The whole routine, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when she started talking it back to him, that was what really made it hilarious.
She was doing it better than they did.
Yeah, they was giving her crap, and she gave them back crap. It was awesome. Oh, I love
I
it.
wish we could make movies like that yet.
Wish you could what?
make movies like that yet.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
well, the world lost its sense of humor.
People would get offended
Now
without knowing what they were offended for.
I look at it. What looks better, the green or the orange?
I'm
Camera
partial to
one?
green, but
Camera 2.
because, but then again, that's my high school's colors screens.
Did you see what I was referring to?
Yes, I know what you were referring to. You were referring to the lighting and how you looked in it.
Yes. So camera 1 or camera 2?
Those were the droids I was looking for. I've got a T-shirt like that. That's the stormtrooper in the cantina drinking blue milk, and it's like those were the droids I was looking for.
Don't tell anybody. Jeez.
And
When you screw up, you don't report it to Vader. I mean, seriously.
well, the funny thing was, I saw another one. It's like, yesterday was Vader's birthday. Darn, I missed it. You miss everything, Gary.
Just exactly the kind of guys you want on the other side of a gunfight.
Yep. Couldn't hit the bronze side of the bar to have a better shot at hitting each other than they do you.
What? Oh, there was one that was a poster. It was basically immaculate stormtroopers
Yep. Returning from a paintball fight.
returning from a paintball match. Yes, couldn't hit anything.
Spotlessly white, immaculate uniforms.
Only stormtroopers are that accurate.
Well,
Dude.
I found out in the expanded stories what was going on. You know, because of the clones, they aged rapidly. So they started dying out, and the Empire got actual citizens, but because of the reputation from the stormtroopers of old,
Oh yeah,
they relied more on fear than actual being able to do anything.
actual skill.
Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, in oh crap, not Heir to the Empire, the second one of the Timothy Zahn Thrawn trilogy.
Talking about Dark Force Rising.
Dark Force Rising. Luke ends up getting trapped in a conscription ship that was going place to place, and it was automated, and something had gone wrong with it. So you had like Gamorreans being trained to be stormtroopers and stuff like that, and that's actually where I learned what the word malingerer means. And now I use that on a fairly regular basis. So yeah, the brainwashing and stuff like that goes on, and it was interesting because it talks definitely about the Emperor's racism in that, because normally stormtroopers were human. Those were the only people he let be, and the stormtroopers were humans. But of course, because the ship got damaged, it was picking up all sorts of other races and trying to teach them how to be stormtroopers.
Well, I will tell you another thing that will let you more in on the Emperor's views is when, if you read the X-Wing novels, especially the first 4, it will explain to some of the Emperors, give some insights into his views and attitudes.
Stuff. There you go.
Buy the books; they're worth it.
I think I've got copies somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
Yes.
John says hi.
Good looking kitty cat.
You think that mine's looking at me like, who the fuck are you talking?
it's all right. It's after midnight. The family hour is over. Except for very special families.
Yeah.
Like the very special episodes of, sitcoms from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of sitcoms from the 80s, earlier today, I got a wild hair, and I'm like, you know what? I want to rewatch the first episode of Silver Spoons because I was thinking about fish out of water comedies and how many comedies rely on that trope and how they don't always rely on it in the same way. Silver Spoons was a very good fish out of water trope because Edward Stratton was used to being completely irresponsible and childlike, and now trying to raise a child. And with Ricky coming in, he's kind of a fish out of water because now he's in a place where he's actually kind of wanted, but he's got to be the adult because his father can't. And I also had to laugh because the very first episode featured Robert Picardo, who eventually went on to be the ship's doctor in Star Trek Voyager.
And wasn't Aaron Gray in that one?
Yes. Aaron Gray was
The secretary or something?
secretary. I believe the secretary's name was Kate. Watched it just a little bit ago. I believe it was Kate.
Yeah.
The lawyer was, oh crap, I can't remember his name. But I remember him being in a bunch of stuff back then as well. The father was played by Joel Higgins. The former roommate for Ricky from the academy or the military academy was played by a very young Jason Bateman. And I want to say the lawyer's nephew, think Afonso Ribeiro played the nephew of the lawyer.
He was in there somewhere. I know that.
Yeah, he became Ricky's best friend, but I believe the character was supposed to be the nephew of the lawyer.
I'm sorry.
And then Andrew Houseman was the grandfather.
I was in my early 30s, mid 30s. The only thing I remember from that series was
Aaron
Gray.
Was Wilma Deering.
For some reason or another, Aaron Gray's cell phone was buried in the sand, and she was in a bikini trying to dig it up. And I'm going, my God, why am I unable to look away from the screen right now?
Because it was Aaron Gray in a bikini.
And I'd already been married once. It's not like I haven't seen that sort of thing before.
Yeah, but that was nice.
That was Aaron Gray in a bikini. I got in trouble at Gen Con because of that.
Because of Aaron Gray in a bikini?
Not in a bikini.
You'd be surprised at how many people that Aaron Gray in a bikini has gotten in trouble.
I don't remember if it was the Gen Con that Misty and I were at just after we got married or just before we got married. But
oh Lord,
someone was mentioning that Aaron Gray was supposed to be at the one of the panels doing something, and of course I thought back to my youth about the big crush I used to have on her as Wilma Deering, and then going on to Silver Spoons, and of course jealousy kicked in, and yeah, hilarity did not ensue.
It seldom does.
Yeah. Well, I would have told somebody, like, I stand a chance with her. Of course,
I was like,
jealousy rears its ugly head. It doesn't matter what you say. It's not going to be good enough or
yeah,
appropriate enough.
I'll tell you just how lucky I am. Lindsay bought me, I don't remember if it was Christmas presents or birthday presents, but it was photographs and silk screened poster of Betty Page.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going, you okay with this? And she's going, she's dead. What can she do? You haven't got a chance anyway.
Bye.
Just keep that damn Ouija board out of the house.
We covered that one a little bit earlier.
I know, that's why I said that.
Hey, and I don't give her any problem about. There's one guy from what was that 70s band from Ireland with the tartan, or Scotland with the tartans?
Dan Lizzie?
No. Their big hit was Saturday Night.
Bay City Rollers.
Bay City
Big City Roller. Yeah, I don't give her
It's
anything
Saturday
about.
night.
Yep, I
Saturday
don't give
night.
her any
It's
crap about that. I don't give her any crap about Cliff Richard or Donny Osmond, and she will play Barry White videos and expect me to sing using his voice.
You don't go from 0 to Barry White. You might sprain something.
I am sometimes required to go from 0 to Barry White at a moment's notice.
What the lovely Lindsay wants, the lovely Lindsay gets.
Donna and I are waiting. Right, Donna?
Yeah.
And I are waiting.
We're waiting, yes.
I am nowhere near drunk enough to sing.
Hallowcon.
It's hilarious when Michael Wilson does it in Police Academy, where he starts going that low voice.
Oh yeah,
it's very White-like.
I seriously, my voice is not supposed to go that low.
Yeah,
but when Lindsay wants it, for some reason, miracles happen.
Yeah, and and then there's Carla and I when I go, do you see the butt on that gal? Look.
Oh, I've had that happen before.
Yeah.
Okay, I was at a McDonald's in Jacksonville, Illinois. It's about 3 or 4 hours, about 4 hours away. Friend and I had taken her son down to the deaf school. And I'm like, oh, click, text to Carl. Yeah, look what you missed out on.
Had some friends in college. Had a one was male, one was female, one was straight, one was gay, and they were in Florida at the beach, and they were walking around, and they were able to not only critique but appreciate different people walking up and down the beach was, oh wow, she's hot. Oh wow, he's hot. And I'm just sitting there listening to them recite this routine, and I'm going, I had a very sheltered childhood, I guess. Not that I disapproved of any of that, but it must have been nice to have friends that you could communicate with on that level. Those are very special friends.
Hey, Donna, look at the private chat.
Oh,
Oh
no.
Lord, what have you done now?
Oh, no.
You'll pay for that, but I don't know to who.
They ought to be paying me for giving them something that clever to use.
I don't know. He's a town boy. I'm not sure. He knew what that meant.
Sure,
I
you
don't know
can
what-
figure it out.
If you
I don't
have
know
to
what you looking
explain it
at.
to him,
But it ain't a possum.
oh, it ain't.
Nice beaver.
Might be a
Hey,
Thank you.
Texas had its stuff this morning.
yeah.
Wait, is that another nugget that we just met last night?
What?
You got a stereo reply.
Mm-mm.
Oh Lord!
Leslie
Yeah.
Nielsen from The Naked Gun.
Yes, I know.
Don't
Priscilla
give me
Presley's the one that
don't
said
give me straight lines, and you might be in danger with straight lines around Richie too.
the funny thing is Priscilla Presley's the one that said that to him.
Yep.
Aphelion, him, her beaver.
My other favorite scene along those lines from those movies is like, is this some kind of bust?
And
Yeah,
a very
very
nice one.
Yeah, Rich finally figured out what I was talking about.
Oh Lord!
I think that wasn't that one in 33 1/3?
I think so.
Because wasn't it Anna Nicole Smith that it was said to?
No, the gal that said it reminded me of
The shop owner.
oh, what's her name? Leah Thompson. It wasn't her, but she looked similar to her.
Mhm.
And I don't know if that was the gal's
Elizabeth
real
Shue?
stuff or they had some makeup effects. No, it wasn't Elizabeth Shue. Like I said, she kind of had that look, the curly hair back from that era.
Mm.
If it was Leah Thompson, I'm gonna be amazed.
It wasn't.
I don't think. It was.
Gina Mastro Giacomo.
No,
Naked Gun, 2.5, Smell of Fear.
okay. Wait a minute, I'm thinking Mary Elizabeth Monster. The one from The Abyss. No, that's not her. It was probably who you said it was. I just, like I said, for some reason I got Mary Elizabeth Monster and Tony mixed up with her.
Y'all just kind of agree on which hot chick you're talking about at the time, and remember their grandmother by now.
I don't know if Phoebe Case is yet, but she's close.
Then again,
Ian, right?
Mrs. Robinson wins hands down.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yep. She always does.
Oh, that was hilarious. That reminds me of that scene. There was a special evening with Mel Brooks,
yes.
and they went to the audience, and this lady says, "I understand you're married to the most beautiful woman in the world." I was like, "Oh no, you're mistaken. I'm married to Anne Bancroft." It was Anne Bancroft.
It was Anne Bancroft, yes.
And she just started laughing.
There
It's like, I should have known.
There was a young lady in the audience that Mel Brooks, the same show. Mel Brooks went up and put a shawl around her shoulders because he was getting distracted.
Well,
And then
it's so,
later on, I think he quipped, "Oh, I thought the shawl had swept, but it's just two bald guys sitting close together."
well, I remember if you're familiar with Rodney Carrington, he has one song where he asks gals to show them to him.
Mm-hmm.
And this one gal did it in the audience. He stopped for a second and said, I'd like to shake your daddy's hand.
I don't think it was her daddy that was responsible for those.
Well, he had part of the responsibility of it because if it wasn't for him, she wouldn't have been there. I mean, the mom, of course, but you know. That was just funny.
Point taken.
A little
But it wasn't her mama's hand that he wanted to shake.
No, it was his daddy's hand, and I'm sure he wanted to do something else with her.
Let's just say there was a whole lot of shaking going on.
Yeah.
Remember, tap twice and then or tap more than twice and then you're playing with it.
No, tap 3 times on the ceiling. If you can reach the ceiling. I know somebody wants to meet you.
Is that the mailman? No, the postman always rings twice or knocks twice.
No, the mailman, because we don't know how tall he was.
That was definitely a drive-by.
That's actually the ongoing joke with my family is that I'm the mailman. Because I still have a hospital. Because my mom is my sister, who's older than me, is 5'2". My mom is 5'2", and my dad's 5'8", 5'9". I'm 5'9". But I'm the baby of the family, and I asked how tall the mailman was. And my mom was, I don't know, he never got out of the car. And then she realized what she said because we lived in the country at the time.
Mm-hmm.
When I was, so she realized what she said after it came out, and I'm like, so the joke is that I am the mailman's kid.
Standing ovation, anyone? Or did I use the wrong word again?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you say with a French accent?
Probably not. Bullshit.
I don't know. Everything with the French accent just sounds like I surrender.
That's only if Germans are nearby.
Oh, should have a PC film.
German and Swedish.
Wait, what was that? Do that again, Dan.
You heard that, huh?
For some reason, I was so nice to hear what you growl and purr and say.
That's all right. It's a good thing there aren't any subtitles.
Yeah.
But
Oh, the penny drops.
there was a secretary at work. There was a secretary at work that was fresh off the boat from France. So she and I would always give each other hard times because I'm like, you know, you're only mad at me because, you know, my ancestors raided your country twice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, both being German and Swedish, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it was always good-natured ribbon between us.
Mm-hmm. Daggone.
I got my room cured.
You got your room cured.
Insured.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Oh, and already. Joe Dog already answered it, but Lindsay is desperate to know whether or not there's an ironing board and iron in our room. And I'm going,
They've had them in the past, but I think some of them may not have them. I don't know. I was going to find out. I told her I'd find out. So, you know, if not, we'll see if we can get one arranged to be brought to y'all's room. So tell her not to fret about it.
I'm just sitting here going, as long as they don't do away with the smoking rooms, I'm fine because I've got one. And then I remember
Yeah.
Skunk was right next door to me, and I was on the border, so he couldn't smoke in his room, but I could.
The skunk was supposed to be able to smoke. Those 4 rooms right there where
Supposed to
you
be,
are
yeah.
all smoking.
But if you go by the sign outside the door, his was non-smoking, mine wasn't. Was smoking.
Well,
As long as there's an ashtray in there when you open the door, you're cool. Hey, as many conventions as I'm going to, as long as there's a fridge and a bed and a toilet and a shower, I'm doing good. I'm a winner right there.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, unfortunately, smoking rooms does not include cigars.
Nope.
What the hell is going on in the living room?
That is a commotion.
I don't know what she's watching, but she's sure getting intense about it. I thought she went to bed 2 hours ago.
Well, sadly, the Braves lost.
No, that would be it. This would be something on BritBox, probably. Yeah. Oop, we got a ping. Well, if I can scroll down here. Oh, it's Joe again.
Just me.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Hello, Joe.
We missed you.
But our aim's improving.
Oh, love you too, Richie.
Hey.
I shall return.
Thanks for the warning.
Warning.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've been warned.
At least you give warning, unlike BKM.
He gets no warning.
Yeah, the one who needs to have a warning about him.
Yep.
Did you get it all figured out, Joey? Be good.
Yeah, I wasn't going crazy, so any crazier than I already am.
Yeah.
I was gonna say going.
Yeah, well, I hang out with Nick and Rich, and so. Then you throw my wife into that mix.
And you play with your wood in front of everybody.
I play with it, I burn it, and I sand it. Not necessarily in that order.
And if we're really lucky, you burn it too. Or coat it.
I've gotten a lot of compliments on the sign that you made for me.
You okay,
People
Rick?
really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the snowflake that I burned tonight, I don't know if I like that design. I might do it again with a different tip.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. Now, some of the little snowflake edges look like little middle fingers.
I don't see him sit down for that one.
So instead of snowflake for Halloween, it's something else for. I mean, snowflake for Christmas. It's something else for Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween.
We have a house
Which
down
one?
the.
Go ahead,
We
Donna.
have we have a house down the street that has one of those huge skeletons, and then about I think 8. I counted the other days regular sized skeletons, and every year they put them in a different scenario.
Hmm.
One year they had them around a bonfire, roasted marshmallows, which was really cool. And last year they were a basketball team with the tall guy being the ref. This year, I would have I would have loved to have been there when they were putting this up. They've got the tall guy sitting on the roof of the entryway, and the other skeletons are climbing up the side of the house and across the street. And the first time you go by, it's like, a telescope. You go by again and go, okay, there's all that. What were you going to say, Joe? You're muted too.
Yeah. Looked like Rich was getting ready to pull out a sign, and I wasn't sure which one. And it's hard for me to see things that are so small on this screen. So,
Well, when you were talking about just the tip, I was thinking of bringing up the. Hey now,
amen, brother.
$20 is $20.
Amen.
This was a sweet drizzle.
Oh, that's right. I got that one too.
Excuse me.
That's my.
Yep.
Do you know what you haven't whipped out tonight?
That's what I yelled when I saw him over at Library Con.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yes, you have not whipped out Dawn's creamy nuts, and you have not whipped out my taco either.
Actually, that was the next one.
Oh, warning, Don. Carl was. Yeah, right. Carl has been working on the taco meme. I don't know what he's doing with it exactly, but
Oh Lord.
Working.
That worries me a little.
And then Joe Dog asked me to make this sign, and then totally negates the reason for the sign. Because he wanted that handy for when certain people showed up in Stupid O'Clock.
Mm-hmm.
and then made a new list.
Yep.
I need to get my wife to start staying up later on at least Thursday nights.
Yeah. Well, the sweet drizzle didn't want her out all the time.
Oh, my tummy's starting to get rumbly from the White Castles I ate earlier.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
We call them crystal down here.
Mm. I call it the human safe version of Drano.
They're referred to as gut bombs down here. Among other things.
I figured since I was working tonight, I was going to stop at this taco truck, not Dawn's. It's a little far out of the way.
It went out of business.
But,
Can't imagine why. As popular as it is, or was.
So why didn't you, Joe?
he wasn't there. He's normally there until like 7 o'clock. Bastard wasn't there when I drove by at 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, well, I guess I'm not getting jerk chicken tacos tonight. And the only other thing close by is White Castle.
Is that where they
Well,
have the sweet drizzle?
Mm-hmm.
well, White Castle doesn't, but he
The taco
he
place,
puts
though?
like a cilantro. It's a cilantro lime or cilantro avocado lime like sauce over the top of the taco that is just phenomenal.
I know I'm going to regret this. What color is the sauce?
Green,
Mm-hmm.
kind of a milky green. Little darker than the color of your shirt.
Mm.
They
Most
might
looks
they
like.
might need a shot of penicillin to take care of that.
I'll know do the other lighting, Don, to see if it's darker than that.
A little lighter than
Orange
that.
or green? Oh, wait, I'm a little less green this time. Oh, no, there went green.
There went green.
What's going on with the light in my living room?
Well, you
Yeah.
might want to ask your ghost what he's doing.
So,
The one that's fooling with your lights.
he ain't going to tell me.
Just remember, every time you yawn, a ghost can stick its dick in your mouth. Swallow, Rich. We swallow in this household, damn it.
Dang, Rich, he got you.
Oh,
Breathe now. Breathe.
That's for
Poor
making the
Dan is
creamy.
Rick's like, you son of a.
Damn, we went from talking about advanced mathematics with the avocado number to ghost fellatio.
Well, we're screwed.
Goodbye, Felicia.
on the asphalt fumes. I don't know what everybody else's excuse is, but
Just built that way.
Yeah.
how you doing, Richie?
It was Felicia. I think it might have been Freddie.
You're gonna think about that next time you yawn, Richie. Why is there a little cooler as I'm inhaling?
Yeah,
I
Rich,
just
you might be.
think about it.
the thing is, I have plenty of fire and salt to make sure that doesn't happen.
You hope.
No, sadly, I know. Nick may claim to be retired, but I know we don't get to retire. We just get vacation days. Allegedly.
That's a good sign. One of the superintendents taken off.
So I shouldn't tell Rick that there was a ghost in the library at the library con when I was there.
Sorry, what was that?
You didn't tell him there was one?
I shouldn't tell Nick that there was a ghost in the library at library con when I was there.
I didn't know it wasn't Nick.
Because it's my ancestor and he follows me everywhere.
Okay.
Nick's chill with those kind of spirits. It's the spirits that are up to no good that
Yeah, like the spirits who liquor bottles have. Oh,
You've got the non-spirit that's up to no good
Yeah.
because he's playing with your light.
No, I'm the non-spirit that's up to no good.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'm
we'll
always up to
see.
no good. You guys know that. I just pretend to be.
Oh, Donna's Moonshine is at the liquor store I was at today.
My moonshine,
Uh-huh.
Smoky Mountain.
In larger than pint jars.
Oh shit, I would be in trouble.
These look like a quart, and I'm going, not even on a bit.
I think no, I think that's the size I get. It's quart.
Yeah. Yeah, quart size is pretty standard for the old Smoky.
I've only seen them in pints before.
Mm. And yeah, Joe was telling my sister-in-law about the white chocolate covered strawberry cream moonshine that
Mm-hmm.
I'm not allowed to drink on my own after I finished that whole quart that night.
Yeah,
I
you can blame me for that one.
I am now regulated.
I am so not touching that lime.
I
And what is it
oh my
about?
God.
What is it about, guys?
We're guys.
I was telling Carl's sister about the moonshine that April gets me from smoking out. And my brother-in-law Dennis brings out this little pint jar of the real stuff. And I'm like, the other is the real stuff. It just has flavoring in it.
Yeah.
So I had to show him that I could drink that too.
Cherry NyQuil is just as good as original Green Death flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although the honey Robitussin,
the orange daytime is nice and warming too.
This was a little stronger than Joe Dog's because this did burn the hairs of my nose.
Ah.
Take you a quart jar, put a good amount of honey in the bottom of it, and then pour either some True Shine over the top of it or Everclear.
I knew Everclear was going to come into this conversation sooner or later.
And shake it up real well.
Yeah.
It's actually
like
good if you have a cough or if you got like a scratchy throat. Do a shot of that with that honey. Or throw it into a hot tea, make it a hot toddy.
And be sure to wait
that'll
a
burn up
long time before you light up a cigar because you might wind up on Unsolved Mysteries.
Yep.
I don't know what happened, officer. She drank some moonshine, fired up a cigar, and the whole house went down.
I think I grossed Carl out. Was it last week? The last time they went down there, she brought me back some blackberry moonshine,
Ooh.
which was that was excellent most. But I got to thinking, we have vanilla Coke, you have cherry Coke. Why not blackberry Coke? And I've seen like in the machines that they have at like Burger King, I've seen strawberry and something else. I don't remember.
Orange.
It's like
Yeah.
freestyle, the Coke freestyle thing.
Yeah. So
we have one of those at work now.
I love those. I get strawberry Dr. Pepper. I love strawberry Dr. Pepper. But I'm like, okay, so I poured a little of that blackberry moonshine into my Coke, and it was pretty damn good.
Doesn't sound bad.
Don't doubt it.
He's not a berry person.
Oh, but moonshine been very, very good to me.
Yeah, most of the time. Sometimes it's not.
Oh, wow.
As long as knee walking is still an option.
I love that expression.
Don't need Chris in the wheelbarrow. I'm doing all right.
I got a rollator and I got a transport wheelchair. I'm fine.
Yeah, just remind me not to bring the boots with the spurs this year. That's very difficult going down the stairs with those.
Well, they kind of.
Going up is all right, but going down is like, ah! Now I know why Zorro's so good with the damn whip. He's trying to save his ass from tripping going downstairs.
Hmm.
And well, and when they cut you, they do leave a bit of a scar.
Being rode hard and put up wet, I see.
It was a very good year.
That was actually dirtier than I thought it was going to be when I said it. Sorry about that.
I like Trey for a reason, Joe.
What's that?
I always do I like Trey for a reason.
Yeah.
I heard what you said.
Well, it would have been nice to sing that a day ago.
What? An alert for tonight's show?
No, apparently Mary Lou Retton has a very rare form of pneumonia and is in intensive care and fighting for her life.
Well, I wish her the best.
And that's according to her daughter.
Really hate being of an age when a lot of folks that I grew up admiring or listening to or watching shuffling off this mortal coil.
Yeah,
and then I'm reminded, it's not going to be that long before it's my freaking turn.
Well, the thing is, she's still young, relatively speaking.
Well,
I was gonna say, I think she's our age, isn't she, Dan?
Pretty much, yeah. And my only defense is, if I can't take it with me, I ain't going.
Shine Nog? Go.
Yeah, it doesn't even sound good.
Blue Flame?
Yeah, that's
Blue Flame?
That's a test to see how potent things are.
Moonshine Peaches, Moonshine Cherries, good old-fashioned White Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
They had Moonshine Pickles, too, at one point.
Yeah. No.
What's the point?
Hot and spicy Moonshine Pickles, Moonshine Pickles.
It's like decaf coffee. What's the point? Why did somebody make that?
Oh, banana pudding cream.
Oh, that stuff is so good.
That one's dangerous.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice cream. Moonshine pineapples with pina colada.
Getting caught.
Orange shinesicle cream.
Oh dear.
Snickerdoodle cream.
Oh, that's a new one.
My neighbor used to make a rendition of the orange dreamsicle. He would use Everclear orange juice and some vanilla vodka.
What is it with you and you guys in Everclear?
Hey, don't look at me. I've been to college.
Well,
that's what I use.
I can't even say it was Everclear. It was actually the knockoff Gem Clear.
You get.
Not familiar with that. But I used Everclear to keep my uh, when I got my ears pierced to keep them from getting infected.
There's an orange kitty there,
Which one is that one?
temporarily.
Georgia.
Uh,
Oh, that sweet face.
yes.
But his allergies are acting up in his face. So
Mm.
I've never had. His cat has allergies in his eyes. Water and water and water. We put Jeremiah's in and do ear meds. And he's like totally pissed off at me tonight.
Mm. That's that cross between a pal. I want to get the hell out of here, and I'm needy. Love me.
Mm-hmm.
Look on her face.
Yep.
Mhm. There we go. Like, okay, I decided.
It's over. I've had enough.
Yep. If you, Mom, I'm done cuddling.
Yeah.
This morning, little rat.
Hmm.
Mm.
It was a trap. Like, you're a puppy.
Yeah, and April and I have agreed we will not be telling her 10-year-old son what the BB stands for.
But what?
Little BB stands for little black bastard. I don't care if it turns out to be a girl. That's gonna be its name. And Carl keeps trying to call the other one Stripes. I'm like, no, it's Strips.
Mm. You're trying to make it so y'all don't have any attachment or as little as possible.
They're coming in after Hallowcon. We're waiting that long just in case they don't get along at first because we do want to have a house when we come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
But Callie's been watching them out the window now. He's gotten very interested in both the little ones. Ellie's always been interested in Kiddo. So,
It's
and
almost 1 a.m.
Yes, it is. We have 2 minutes left, folks. Get your shit together.
Yeah,
That in 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Not enough
I
time.
need a hell of a lot longer than 2 minutes to get my shit together.
Well, if you start now, you might be ready by Hallowcon.
So
It'll
hell,
be
I
so.
ain't gonna have my freaking take my dirt now.
Carl is already packed for Hallowcon.
He already knows what he's taking.
He knows, well, to be fair, he does carry a backpack in the van at all times with a change of clothes and stuff. He started that because our cat Blue did not like seeing him with a suitcase. So he left his backpack out in the van and he'd just bring the dirty clothes in and take clean clothes out. But he also has all of the other stuff that's coming to Hallowcon with us already in a nice, neat little pile, ready to put in the van. He's got the booze bought. I'd say he's looking forward to it.
We have
The
had
car's already packed.
Yes.
had the extra large Tupperwares already packed with stuff, and some of them are permanently packed with convention gear. I mean, it's like, okay, pajamas, robe, slippers, wine bottle, corkscrew.
Excuse me.
Just the essentials, thank you. But
Is it a sneeze or a yawn, Chris?
We have new Herefordors.
A yawn.
How many ghosts did you just
They hold. They came free with the 10 cigars in it.
I couldn't get in.
Sorry, Donna, I couldn't resist getting Christmas shit tonight.
Yeah.
mm,
Well, like I said, I had my mouth covered, so they couldn't get in.
well,
He has left the 10 cigars in there and put a humidity thing in there and rewrapped it in the bubble wrap that it came in. And so that is ready. So his cigars are ready to go.
well, folks, it's that time.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't been like, hey, Dawn, are you going to be here tomorrow?
It's really nice to think that we will be able to be in the same location and no one will be robot voicing.
Yep.
We'll see what happens after a few drinks.
Yeah.
Voicing, then you'll just be speaking in cursive.
Or tongues, speaking in tongues.
As long as we ain't speaking like Joe's text.
I don't know. I really don't know, Chris. I mean, we're both bringing bottles of Statesman and Kraken and
Whatever else.
Mist and whatever else we lay our hands on. Basically,
That has to be responsible-ish.
Who's responsible for what?
You don't have to be responsible-ish.
Oh, we'll make you
Or does it mean I just
responsible,
get to
all right.
I may be responsible, but I ain't taking no blame for nothing.
I'm gonna have fun after with you guys.
We already know who we're going to blame.
Fun.
We're going to blame Joe.
That's the plan.
We'll blame Joe for everything we do, and not Mr. Bachman.
Not you, Joe Boutman. Joe McKeel. Joe Dog.
We will blame Joe Dog for everything we do. You got us together in one room.
Yep.
You done it.
Cookie dough whiskey.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good ball.
I don't know. I'm still contemplating cookie dough whiskey now, and I'm going. Maybe I brought the wrong bottle from work today.
Apparently Old Smoky has a cookie dough whiskey.
Wow.
Old Smoky has a whole lot of things, but
We'll get out for the green room tomorrow or tonight.
Good night, everyone. Go good, guys.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Night all.
And behave yourselves, and remember, everything you do is behavior. Just aim better, okay? See y'all on the flip side.
Transmission overload. System will shut down. System will shut down. System will shut down. System will shut down.